How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gonna be with me for the last ride.
I'm doing work right now. No. Actually, not. No. Hold on, I'll call right back.
Trying to connect with the world. I'm trying to connect with some people that's trying to be something out of life. Listen, it gets so deep, right? That ask yourself, what you do when you first woke up this morning? Because everybody got a routine. Everybody got something that they do, whether it's productive or whether it's not. What did you do when you woke up this morning? I guarantee you, based off of how you woke up, that probably determined the rest of your day. It determined the rest of your day. It will determine the rest of your day. As soon as you wake up, if you wake up to chaos, if you wake up to information that is not good, if you wake up to just negativity, I guarantee you that the rest of your day is going to turn out like that. But if you wake up with gratefulness, gratitude, you wake up thanking God, thanking the universe for providing you with the blessings that you have, big or small, it doesn't matter. If you got a roof over your head, if you got clothes to put on, if you got food to eat, you got blessings. You got blessings. But depending on how you start your day, that's going to determine how the rest of the day unfolds. If you can start creating a habit to start your day off in a positive way, as cliche as it may sound, the reason it's not normal to you is because your environment is toxic. The people that you're dealing with, the stuff that you're inputting in your mind. Your life is going to end up horrible, y'all, if you keep doing that. It's going to end up horrible. Even for me, things could be going well. If I start being down on myself, y'all going to see a complete change in my energy. One of the main reasons I be having so much energy and so much positivity that it may seem is because I actually focus on it. I focus on it. This is not something that I'm pretending that I'm trying. I actually try. It be days where I do feel down. It be days where I don't be feeling the best. But I understand the state that I'm in, and I understand that I'm not going to be there forever. I understand that it's not going to take a toll on my life. I'm not going to allow it to go throughout the rest of the day, go into tomorrow, go into the day after that. When you start realizing yourself getting in certain moods and certain mind frames, you have to mentally flick the switch and start focusing on things that's better, even if it may irritate you a little bit, even if it may seem annoying. There's things that you can go about to teach you how to become more positive, to teach you to put yourself in a certain mind frame. This morning, the weather is getting better. It's getting a little, I wouldn't say warm, but it's not as cold. It's definitely not wintertime. So I got jeans and a hoodie on right now. It's still not stopping nothing. I'm about to go on a little walk with Boss Lady, and I'll probably show y'all a little bit of the walk. But when the weather is good outside, I like to enjoy nature. It helps my thoughts. It helps ideas come to me. It helps me just to expand my mind. I don't know if y'all notice or not, but I don't really like surrounding myself around a lot of people. I just don't. I will be around family gatherings. My brother, he played basketball, so you know when you go to a basketball stadium, it's a huge crowd. It's a lot of people. But me as a person, I'd rather do my work and stay in solitude, like sharpen my skills, continue to learn, continue to master myself, continue to stay disciplined and focused. There's so many distractions out here. You have to actually literally focus on doing these things. It's not something that you just hope for. You have to actually focus. If you're trying to be healthy, you have to incorporate time in your day to do healthy activities, to do healthy things. That's why when I'm talking to y'all, I'm not necessarily preaching. I'm just being honest. And the things that I'm learning, I'm just sharing it with y'all because you don't come into the world knowing these things. This is something that you have to learn. You got to learn how the world works. You got to learn how the universe works. And it starts in your mind. It starts in your spirit. And then over time, it'll manifest into your reality. But you've practiced negative habits so long that you don't understand why your life is going the way it is if you never expand your mind. I take a lot of time out of areas that I'm from. I take a lot of time out of areas that I live in. I like to travel. That's one big thing I like to do, travel. Even since young, I've traveled to so many places and different environments that I may be in. It doesn't tend to affect me as much because my mind has seen certain things. For some people, they don't ever get a chance for their mind to expand or see something different unless it's on social media or unless it's, you feel me, through a TV. But when you actually do things and experience things that expand your mind, thankful for the people around me, the resources that we have access to, that the people that God put in our life, we have experienced a lot of things that we would have not have known of, not have been aware of because of where we come from, because of the environments that we are used to things that are normal. But you got to start doing things that's not normal. You got to start doing things that's out of the ordinary. You got to start doing things that people they deem weird because they don't know about it. They haven't learned about it. You die when you stop learning. You die when you stop growing. And so how many people you know that may be 29, 30, 35, and they stuck in their ways, like they feel like doing something different, doing something new, it'll change. It's not possible. You ready?
I'm ready. That's right.
They feel like it's not possible. You got the keys? All right. It's not a lot of people that at their age they feel like they youthful. Everybody feel like once they get a certain age they know everything. But that's the trick right there. That's the trick to keep you stuck and stagnant. Like it's so much stuff me and my mom didn't learn together.
Ooh.
Like it's so much. Listen, she has been here, double the times I've been here. But to be honest, we still learning stuff.
Together,
I feel like
yes.
every year, every day, we learning something new, something that we did not know. And to be honest, it make us feel slow. But it's like, it's not that you slow. It's like you don't know everything.
Nope.
And to be honest, if we did know everything, I guarantee you we would be living much better than we living at the current moment. We would have already been in practice of this stuff. The fact that we excited and learning this stuff now, that's how life go. You got to stop. That's how life go.
It's never too late. You just got to have an open mind.
You got to have an open mind.
It's never too late, though. Don't think like, oh, I'm too old for that now. Why? You don't know when God going to decide it's time for you to close your eyes. Just imagine you got another 20 years. So listen, you rather spend another 20 years living like you living or spend 20 years like you've never spent any of your life. You're able to just really live. I want my last 20 to go out like a bang.
Go out like a bang and continue to elevate. Life is about growth. And I'm going to be real. I never looked at it like that until I started to read and all that. I didn't know that over time your life could get better and better and better. But that's only if you practicing those things. That's only
work.
And it's work,
That's the thing. It's work.
It's
not
work.
Easy. Like, stop. Don't be hating at people. You see people with a lot of bread. They be at the top.
Man, they
might
working,
walk
yo.
around. Listen, it's work.
They working and mostly on themselves.
Yes.
Like that's really our biggest. Let's go to the right.
Okay.
Cause there's somebody walking that way.
I was going to say
Let's go to the right. I can tell you one of my biggest battles is myself. It's nothing too hard I think I can do, but it's the matter of me continuing on that process. Continuing to stick with it, even if it's a little dull at the time. Because I get bored easy. But that'd be me.
You an extremist.
I am.
You're an extremist. Whatever you feel is always to the extreme of that. Like, you're not really a middle, like, no, you to the extreme.
Yeah.
When you think something or whatever, is always straight extreme. Real passionate, or just extreme. You always been like that, though.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start to find that out?
When?
Yeah.
When you started talking.
For real.
Yeah. Yes. Like, it was always like, calm down.
For real.
What are you saying? Calm down. Like, you ain't got to, and you still the same way now.
Yeah.
Like, if whatever you feel, you to the extreme. Like, simple. If you say you going like, Mom, look, I gotta bring my core down. I started working on my core for like 3 days. You might not eat nothing, but nothing but fruit and drink water. And be like, y'all understand, I'm serious. And be walking around like you on a mission, not hardly saying nothing, joking. Not really. About the third day, you joking a little more about day 4, you eating. And then you eat it, you're like you're extreme. That's why I be like, Corey, you don't have to do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you be like, I'm not eating, I'm like, no, lower your portion sizes.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to go all the way to the extreme of not eating nothing. Lower the portion sizes that you eat now.
Yeah.
That's when you started finding out, when I say boo, let's share, that's perfect. You be satisfied, you're not doing too much. You just, everything is to the extreme. Everything. It's like, oh gosh, here we go.
It is. And I be looking at the finish line.
Yes,
I be
like you
looking at
gotta
the
get
finish
there.
line like I gotta get there. But see, once again, you gonna burn out like that. I'm telling you, you gonna burn out like that.
What we just see? We just seen that. Was that on Instagram or TikTok where you showed me that old head, and he looked like he wasn't really doing too well in life, but he was spitting some real game.
Yeah, that might have been
And he
Instagram.
was just saying, like, everybody be worried about the destination. Everybody worries about that end point. He said, when it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. You have to experience the journey. You have to enjoy the journey. The journey is what it's really about. It's not about the destination.
Hold up, now you saying that. A part of our journey right now, we cutting a lot of people from our life. We've been cutting a lot of people from our life. Listen, if you watching this, we might have cut you. We might have cut you, I ain't gonna lie. And it wasn't for a bad thing. And I know we not having conversations, but you know who you are. We don't even gotta drop no names because the energy, everybody feels energy. So we don't gotta make it a big thing. It's all love. But you understand it's a point of time where you gotta just separate. People grow, people change, and that's not a bad thing. You feel me? It's not a bad thing. But we cutting a lot of people from our life through these past few years. But it's needed, and there's no animosity. It's no animosity. It's really not. But I've just noticed that's the part of the journey I'm talking about. You gotta change some things. If you born this way and you follow it the whole way, your whole life, if your whole journey, that's not a journey. You was living in stagnation. I want to be able to throughout my whole life be like different changes, different growth. I want to be able to, I don't want to be, oh yeah, I did this for my whole, nah. I want my life to be exciting.
Say, I lived here my whole life. It's like, you did? Like, that's how
like
you don't know nothing else what they doing outside of where you live.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of things that
I think somebody living over there. I see a tent.
For real. Somebody living over there. You said what? You do? Oh, I do see it. Y'all see it? I do see it. Dang, y'all, it's somebody that's probably living in the woods. See? Be grateful for everything. But, yeah, man, it's like, I want to be able to see the different changes in my life. I want to be, fear-free. Fear-free. I feel like people don't take risks. That's one thing. This family is a bunch of risk takers. Risk takers. And I'm not talking about illegally either. Even though before we knew what we knew now, yeah, we got into that. Why? Because we're not going to lose by any means. It just became more conscious. But you got to be the type of person that no matter what your circumstance look like, you're not going to lose by any means. It's a mindset. You could be dead broke. It's a mindset that you got to have. And you got to understand and stay strong in that mindset. You got to surround yourself around strong people. Strong people. It's a lot of weak-minded individuals. Not because that they're choosing to be weak, but because of how they treating themselves, what they putting in their mind, who they hanging around. It breaks you down. It breaks you down. You don't have nobody to uplift you. But you gotta change the trajectory of that. Especially if you love you and you love your family and you really want to take care and help people. You gotta do you gotta take you gotta take the sacrifices. You gotta take the sacrifices, and it hurts. But that's a part of the journey, though.
That was one of my biggest struggles, being able to cut. Like, and I don't want to say, because everybody that we cut is not cut for good.
No, it's
But
it's a part of the journey.
Right, but when you're doing this and you feel and you trying to get to where we're trying to go and we got goals and we know what to do. We know what it takes. It has to be done. And that was the biggest, like, one of my biggest obstacles. And that was kind of like separating myself and not dealing and being secluded. Shout out to Kevin Gates. What he say? Isolation leads to elevation.
Yeah.
That's where I heard that from. And I don't know if he wrote it. Don't nobody come at me. That wasn't no Kevin Gates.
Right.
That's who I heard say it.
Right.
I ain't hear nobody else say that. That's who I heard say it. That's why I said shout out to him. But it's true. You got to isolate yourself because, especially when you really, really love people, whatever they go through, you're going to absorb it. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it doesn't matter. Whatever they're going through, you're going to absorb. Whatever they're feeling, whatever energies they've been around, and then they come around you, you're going to feel those same energies. It's like, so you have this, and here's the thing. A lot of times you don't know who's doing what yet. You don't know who it is. But when you praying, it's basically God saying, I want you to separate from everybody, and I'll draw to you who need to be with you. And what I mean by that is, once we get through this phase, and we can start mingling and reaching out, whoever still to love us, and not hold it against, oh, y'all do, oh, now y'all want to come around. Whoever still love us, that's who God is drawing to us. And everybody else, he's going to allow to just stay where they at. But it's not for you to decide who can stay and who can't. You got to separate yourself from everything. And God will draw back in your life and bring back to you who he wants to be there. So it's a learning lesson. But y'all, when I tell y'all it's uncomfortable and it hurt, it's uncomfortable, it's hurtful, it's lonely at times. I just thank God I got my kids. See, y'all won't be understanding the relationship that y'all see and what we do and how we are with each other.
Purposeful.
It's not only purposeful, we go through together. When you go through that's like when you in the street, you go to war, and you go through it with somebody that's right with you, y'all back to back, that give y'all buying us like, can't nobody tell you nothing about that person. I don't care if they did do it. I ain't see them. No, they didn't. But that's how we are. So just a little realism, a little real talk for y'all, because I know we always on the up and up, and we always telling y'all what you should do and how you get there and all of that. But we living it. We feeling it.
And we new to it. So
Yes.
I'm not talking from a perspective of expertise. Absolutely not.
Boy, y'all been doing this for years.
No, I'm talking from a perspective of we are early in a stage and we notice drastic changes. That's where I'm talking from. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. And you know, we're your highest pinnacle in life. You just gotta understand everybody can't go.
God, you're father, man.
Like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification for more vlogs. Let's get it.